guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and today we've got another really cool video featuring another of these brand new Marco Makes figures. However, this one I'm actually privileged to have because this is actually one of the JP 30th anniversary basic figures, but it's one that Marco will not be releasing because it is the Indoraptor, and I know that there is talk. I know he's concerned about potentially, legal ramifications if he were to release an Indoraptor, because that's not exactly like a species of dinosaur. You could say, well, I've created a T-Rex or something. It's not a real dinosaur, it's an obvious creation by Universal. So, I know he has very strong concerns about legal issues when it comes to releasing an Indoraptor, but I was, again, gifted this figure from Marco Makes that he had sculpted and created, and since, it's not something that you can actually purchase, I figured the best way to show it off to you guys is to do a repaint video. So we're going to repaint the Marco Makes 30th anniversary basic Indoraptor right now, so let's get to it. Now, the Indoraptor is a very easy paint job because there's not a whole lot to it, so it's not like there's a lot to really explain when it comes to the paint job, but what we are going to do here is we're going to give it a base coat in Territorial Beige to start with, I always like to give my figures a base coat in that color because it's just a good color to start with. It works well with pretty much any color that's applied on top of it, and it also helps to kind of give the dinosaur almost a dirty look if you allow some of that Territorial Beige to continue to shine through. It almost gives it like the dirty sort of feel. So I do like this as a base coat. It's just a great color to choose and start with. And the next color we're going to apply, shockingly, it's going to be black. You would expect that for the Indoraptor. So we're going to go with black next. Now I'm going to use some pewter gray to dry brush over to just kind of highlight the detail a little bit. It'll definitely bring the detail out, but in kind of like a more subtle way. Now we're going to take some granite gray and run it underneath the underside of the figure just to kind of give the underside a slightly different coloration, a slight lighter tone of color that we do actually see on the Indoraptor. Next step, we're going to be adding some of the pumpkin orange here to a few areas, kind of running along a lot of the scoots and stuff here in the back, and I'm going to do that off camera just because it's going to be precision painting to try to get each and every spot perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and start beginning to paint the stripe running along the side of the Indoraptor. So it'll just skip past this point and then we'll start at the stripe. I'm going to go back over the orange and use a little golden sunset to add that kind of gold appearance to the side of the Indoraptor that sort of meshes with the orangish tones. So we have finished painting the stripe here running along the side, and again the Indoraptor doesn't have a whole lot of coloration to it. I also repainted the nails just to kind of give it more of a black appearance rather than the slightly highlighted black that I have on here, because I did go over it with that, again, that light gray that was pewter gray to sort of highlight the details, and I tried to repaint the nails just black so that it really stands out a little bit more from the rest of the body. The only thing left at this point would be to paint the eyes and the teeth, and then also apply a few little red spots up here in the face, because you do see that on the Indoraptor in, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So I'm going to go ahead and do that stuff off camera, because that's going to be very precise paint work and not something that I can really see from back here behind the camera. So we'll go ahead, finish this up, and then we'll check it out as far as the finished product goes. So here is the final product. The Indoraptor is now painted and finished and definitely looking really cool. I'm really quite happy actually with the final result of this one, mostly of course because Marco's sculpt is incredible, and once you apply some paintwork to it you can really see how incredible it is, like absolutely phenomenal. And I feel like for the most part I nailed the coloration to the point where I'm happy with it. I don't know that it's absolutely perfect, but I think it looks very, very nice for the most part, and I'm pretty happy to say that because I don't always like my paint jobs and stuff, but this one I think turned out pretty nice. And of course, one of the biggest keys to painting dinosaurs when it comes to the Jurassic franchise, in my opinion, is using this, because we have the Dinosaur Style guide. This is the Jurassic World version, and of course, it's probably going to pop right to the page because I actually missed it. I'm surprised it didn't pop to it because I had it open so much, but you use the page with the Indoraptor and stuff on it. It gives you all the information that you need as far as painting it up, and you've got a nice profile shot over here. So you can of course download the free edition, or you can purchase the actual printed edition from Dino Mike Mac. I will include links in the description to where you can do that if you are interested, but of course, having the Dinosaur Style guide definitely makes this a lot easier to paint, because you have a very good amount of reference material then to paint it up and figure out exactly how it looks. So hopefully you guys like the final product. Hopefully you think it looks okay, because again, I'm pretty happy with it. Make sure in the comments section you let me know what you think, and let me know if you're going to try your hand at painting an Indoraptor yourself, and also like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.